So
now, back to my question to y'all.
Yeah.
Who are y'all going for in this battle?
Oh, of course I'm going for the problem child.
yeah, Team Hustler all the way.
Okay. Now,
I mean, I don't have no problem with Meek Mill. But when you go against the problem child, there is a problem.
yeah, because especially when you're not looking at it from his perspective. I hear a lot of people, they get on the little posts, oh, Meek Mill is way nicer, Cassidy is whack, he not hot right now, Meek Mill is hot. And all Meek Mill talk about is how flashy his Rolex is. How he could wheelie a bike. How many of your girls he slept with. As into a guy like Cassidy who came up strong off of battling.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Which is lyrical content, as into Meek Mill, who is not so lyrical. Was once a fan of a lyrical artist.
Right.
You get
and
what
then
I'm saying?
switched up on him for what I believe is a little bit of a publicity stunt, man.
Yeah,
on some
because
real, but at the end of the day, Meek Mill has good lyrics,
Right.
but he's a choppy artist. You know what I mean? So it's turned up with my swag.
right.
You know what I mean? And it's choppy.
All these girls, they bad. And your girls, you look like mad. But you know, it's typical lyrics.
Man.
You know what I mean?
As you know, going against the problem child, which is very consistent. You know what I mean? He don't chop his lyrics up.
Right.
He'd tell a whole story for 10 minutes straight. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow.
I mean,
Even that's the type of things I want to hear. I want to hear that realism in you.
Exactly.
You know
Even
what I
if it's not an actual story, it's straight bars.
Straight.
There's a difference between bars and you just saying whatever, and that's hot. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna talk about whatever and it just circle around money, hoes, and cars and jewelry and all that, and you can't switch it up a little bit, you're not that creative as an artist. So in a battle, and the artist you go against is going to figure you out and he's going to break you down, and that's exactly what Cassidy did. And people don't know Meek Mill started this beef with that interview. You big Cassidy up, and then you say, "Oh, this is the person I would battle, Cassidy and Murder Mook." Cool. Okay, Cassidy hear about it. A couple people get back to him, and he take you up on that offer, and you go, "Oh no, I'm not battling anymore." Like
What?
What?
So you
Like,
did it for the cameras, bro.
Exactly.
And then when shit, excuse my language. Then when things got real and hit the fan, you backed out. What's up?
Exactly.
What's up?
You know what I mean? And then it went wrong with, this is another thing I don't get about the industry. Well, industry artists. That happened. He took you on your offer. You backed out. He left it alone. Cassie didn't tweet. He didn't say. He didn't put out no song. He put out, as a matter of fact, he did put out a song. What was the song called? I think it was called Diary of a Hustler. That came out first, right? He said nothing about Meek Mill in that song. He may have been saying, like, rapping, throwing punchlines together, but he said not one name.
Was it Meek this, Meek that, none of that.
Exactly.
I mean, because the way Cassidy do, if he gonna talk about somebody, he gonna say your name all over the shit. Like, you gonna know he talking about you.
Exactly. He's a battle rapper, so that's what he's gonna look for. Just like when you said you wanted to battle him, he said, "Oh, well, all right." You really think people that's surrounded by somebody that's nice is not gonna get back to him when they hear somebody calling him out? Think about it. It's just like Jay-Z being dissed by a game, right? The game, I mean, right?
The game, yeah.
He'll hear about it from Young Guru, whoever's around him, and he's not going to stoop to the game's level, because the game is not on his level in any way, shape, or form. Lyrical content, he's nice.
Right.
But you can't break it down how Jay-Z would break it down.
Right. You can't put them in the same category as rappers.
And this is what I want to break down with hot and cold, because this is what the new thing is. If you hot right now, a co-artist can't come at you. Why?
Why not?
You started that beef because you hot now.
Why not?
As until when I was hot, that's who you wanted to be. You wanted to be Cassidy. You was in the video,
right?
Little dirty dreadlocks, whatever them braids were. He was flowing. It was cool. It was alright. You know what I mean? But Cassidy went off for about 10 minutes, 8 minutes straight, ripping you, and you can tell from your body language that you was just so much of a fan. You didn't know how to show it until now, because now you hot and it's like, oh, Cass is just a nobody.
Right. That's how you feel because, you know, your fans and all the cameras is in your face. You know? But my thing is, man, keep it a buck, be real, man. Y'all came from the same town.
Yeah, that's another
what
thing.
What it do? Like, that ain't, first of all, y'all wasn't beefing back then. Exactly. So what's the problem now?
What's the problem now? But you know what it is? You got a lot of young dudes that get in the game and they don't respect the OGs from the OGs. Whether the OGs is telling them advice based on the dudes around them that's gonna feed them into that route, where they want to be like, yo, you gonna let Cass dish you like that? Yo, Cass is a nobody, son. You hot right now, son. You got jewelry, you ain't got no money. At the same time, you're not thinking, because you have so much money and you're so much in the spotlight, you're like, you know what? My homeboys is right. Yeah, F this nigga Cass.
You're not making a clear, conscious decision.
Exactly.
And if you think you are, look where you are.
Exactly. As into somebody like Cassidy who actually wrote for you.
Word.
You ain't gonna tell that though. But you gonna ride in your ghost. Rolling on your wrist. Cool. I'm not even a hater of Meek Mill. He has energy, he can flow, but
yeah, don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. I am a fan of Meek Mill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm sorry, I draw that line when you're going against the hustler.
Yeah, because it's content. You gotta look at the difference between lyrical content and typical lyrical
Anyway,
content.
So if everybody's been keeping up with the disses, the first alleged diss from Cassidy is me, myself, and my own iPhone. That was the first alleged diss from Cassidy. Then, what?
I'm going off of. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't this, but it wasn't. Cassidy was smart. You know why? Because he was the one that's not hot right now, right? As into Meek Mills, where he's the one that's saying I'm hot right now.
He's all over the radio right now,
right?
Yeah.
So what Meek Mills is going to do is he could have either responded to it either way. He could have never said nothing, took his advice, or he could have waited for Cass to say a little something about him that's going to irk him and make him want to write a whole diss record. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Cass did.
I feel like Meek kind of jumped the gun.
Yeah, because he's on Twitter. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he took a bird move. And started
he was
tweeting.
on Twitter saying, after you backed out of the battle, started talking about this man.
Right.
So he has all right to come at you.
Like, really, you got time to do that, Meek?
Yeah, of course.
Go on Twitter and start running your mouth. Really?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then what gets me mad is he says, I'm getting money. I'm making more. I got more sales than you. Where's that adding up at? 100 and what? 25,000 smooth?
Yeah. 125K his first week.
Right?
Right.
Cool. I'm a Boss. That's the only single that was hot. Young and getting it, doing very well.